start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in the city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. Though these little town blues are melting away, I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in the city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York. That was New York, New York, made famous first by Liza Minnelli and then by Frank Sinatra. And I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'm going to do a tutorial covering everything I just played, plus a much easier version. And at the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up, play along that you might find helpful. But right now, hey, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free, of course. And if you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each with a link to its own video tutorial and play along, check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. All right, now, like I said, there are two versions, or I just said I'm going to talk about or show a much, much easier version. If you download the song sheet, there are 2 pages. Each page is a complete version of the song. The second one is much, much simpler. Normally when I have 2 versions, I just say, you know, simpler version on the next page, and the next one's simple. In this case, the second version isn't simple, but it's a lot simpler than the first version is. So they're both in the same key. You can play, 2 friends can play side by side, the 2 different versions, and they'll just complement each other. It's just fine. The second version is much, much simpler. So go to the second page, and you can do that. In fact, I'm going to give a tutorial on the second page first, because I think most people probably be more interested in the easier version. So skip ahead if you're wanting the what I call the performance version. All right, the strum. I called it a choppy, abrupt, bouncy strum. Now, in the easy version, it just starts with a D and a G, but you want to stop it. So it's just like that. Now, I'm actually actually using my pinky to stop the sound. That G, see with the second position D, like in the first page, you don't have to use your pinky because you're covering all the strings. You can make it abrupt just by dampening, lifting up a little bit on your left hand. If you do an open chord like the D that leaves the A there, you don't really want to let that ring, so I'm dampening it with my pinky. Or if you don't want to work that hard, you don't have to think about it. You can just play it. But try to make it choppy, abrupt, because that's the idea. That's the idea. And then at the end of the intro, start spreading the news. You notice at the end, I stopped it completely for drama. You're getting ready to sing, getting ready for the song, so just stop it completely like that. All right then, that is for the most part the strum throughout, down, 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 up, down, and the emphasis is always on the down, and it's very bouncy. In other words, it's not irregular. It's not 1 2 1 2. It's not this. It's bouncier. There's less time hanging out on top and more time hanging out on bottom. Up, down goes faster than back up. All right. So now the chord transitions. Okay, so it starts with the D. From a D to a G. If you can do a D, going from there to a G is pretty simple. The ring finger is already on the right string. You're just going to slide it up 1 fret, and the rest of your fingers hover around it, or form around it. So from a D to a G, D to a G. Same thing when you start the lyrics. Start spreading the news, I'm leaving today. Same thing. And now the fourth line it is of the verses. Right through the very heart of it. Now your ring finger remains your stability point. I'm going to pick up the other 2 fingers and move them around for that F sharp minor. New York, New York. Now I just pick up the index finger and I've got my next chord, F sharp diminished. I wanna wake up. Again, your ring finger is the stability. Everything else gets picked up. It just goes forward 1 fret. That's it. Drop that G again. Wake up. Again, it stays there. G minor. In the city that doesn't sleep. Again, ring finger stability. It just goes 1 fret down. Sleep. That's what that bounce is. You just move all the fingers that are touching the ukulele. You move them down 1 fret and back up. That doesn't sleep. Got it? And find I'm king of the hill. Now the way I'm going to go from here, you have to pick up all your fingers, but that B7, I form it by barring with my index finger, and then, again, abrupt. You want to hear the 2 of them down. Top of the heap. Again, you have to pick up all your fingers to form that E minor, sorry. And pick them up again all for the A. And then let that hang. After the A, actually I think I do that on the up. I'm not sure. I might do it differently in different times. And then the next part is the same as we just did. Little Town Blues are melting away. And then, if I can, again, like you did with the B7, it's 2 sharp Gs, right? Make it there, I'll make it anywhere it's up to. And this is a different sequence of chords than we've had so far. You got to pick them all up, drop that E minor. You pick them up again, sorry, F sharp minor. This becomes the stability there from F sharp minor to a G. New York. Now your index finger is the one that's just going to slide down 1. New. And we go back to the beginning. York. But we're about to switch. Now this, I made this the same version as the harder, because once you've got the B flat, if you can form a B flat, then you can do the rest of this. It goes like this. That's it. But you see my fingers, they're staying the same. It's the same. They just stay there on the fretboard and go from a B flat to a B, to a C sharp, to a D sharp. And then they double bounce on that. New York, New York. You can bounce that too if you want. So that's a D sharp 7, but all it is a D sharp up 1 fret. And once you've got that, once you've got your fingers there, leave your index finger barring the 3rd fret. I want to wake up. See, so I'm going to form that G. That it's a G sharp, but it's kind of like a closed G shape. I'm going to form that around the bar I already have on the 3rd fret. Wake up in the city. And that is possibly the hardest chord I'm going to make you play in this simpler version of that. So from that G sharp, you got to go down to a G sharp minor. And I don't know an easier way to play G sharp minor than this. So unfortunately, sorry. That never sleeps. And find I'm king of the hill. Oh, sorry, A number 1 it is. Now, the reason I formed this, I know, G minor, you can do an easier G minor this way. But you're going to need to go up to this G sharp minor anyway. So, once you already have your D sharp here, all you have to do is leave these 2 fingers solid, move 2 of them, you've got your G minor, and that way you can go A number 1, top of the list. That's another bounce, right? Off of the fretboard, but still. King of the hill, A number 1. See there? You just go up, down, sorry, bounce. It all works if you start with this version of a G minor. And then we're going to go up in that segue. And I'm suggesting a normal open G minor. These little town blues. And this time I'm suggesting you do this. Instead of the D sharp here, do this one. Bar the 3rd fret. Put your pinky all the way up on the 6th. And blues. And you can do this. Sorry? No, that's right. I had it right. There we go. Sorry. I formed the wrong chord. On the 8th fret, you're doing like a... It would be like a C major 7. Well, that's a C major 7. Okay. I'm not sure what that's like. But anyway, you're going from a D sharp with that all the way up to 8th fret, bar the 8th fret, and drop 1 finger. I'm melting away. And you can slide it, by the way, if you want. Did you hear that? I'm gonna make a brand new start of it. Oh, sorry. Brand new start of it. So from here, I just pick them up and I move my bar over to only cover 3 strings. That's my C minor. And then drop back down to a G minor. Oh, sorry. Brand new start of it. New York, New York. So from here, again, 2nd position D sharp, I pick up my pinky and I drop the 7th there. I drop my middle finger on the 4th fret. And you can bounce that too if you want. If I can. You notice my index finger just stays put. From there, I just pick up 1 finger and I drop 2 down for that G sharp. Make it there. Back to probably the hardest chord in this version of the song, sorry. I'm gonna make it anywhere. And yes, of course this is an easier C7, but if you can do a B7, you can do this C7, and I think it sounds better because you're jumping up. It's up to you, New York, New York. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there and go to the performance version. But come back, I'll do a play along at the end in slow motion. You can play along with that, even though I'll be playing the performance version. You can play along in slow motion. Okay, now, this has a lot more work to it and a lot more finger work. It has more chords. It has a ton of chords. But it also has more finger work in this version that makes it sound more like you got the whole orchestra, right? That's what I wanted to hear. That's the part I wanted to hear while playing the D and the G. So how did I do that? Easy. Well, maybe not crazy easy, but not as hard as it sounds. Bar, 2nd fret, and leave it there. Dropping my pinky, and I'm making good use of it. I'm just, by the way, the entire song I played with my thumbnail. But you don't have to. You can do it like this. Sorry. Right? But I got this built-in ukulele pick, guitar pick, whatever, on my thumb, and I like the way it sounds. Gave me more control that way, so that's why I used that. But so from that D, I got a 2nd position D here. That's all I showed in the chord sheet, but you can see how I'm moving it around here. Show you in close up. That's all I'm doing. And then I drop 2 more fingers. That's it. So start spreading the news. And that is the first half, or the first 3 lines. All right, that's the first 3 lines of the song, as well as the intro. You learn that, you get to do that 5 times. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray. Now it's gonna change, all right, through the very heart of it. Sorry, that 4th line, I leave it here, right through the very heart of it. I want to, again, I've got kind of the melody hanging on that A string, so I want to keep that up. So I'm going down to an F sharp minor here, but I do a 2nd position F sharp minor. I just form it normally, and I just drag my pinky along down 1 fret. New York, new. Now this is remarkably simple, even though it's a scary sounding chord. It's an F sharp diminished alternate, right? It's not your normal F sharp diminished. It's an alternate, but it is an F sharp diminished. So what am I doing? I'm picking up my index finger, and I drop my pinky down 1 fret, and that's it. Sounds cool, huh? Plus, from that, I can do a little pinky bounce. I just bringing it down 1 fret. And it sounds good, and I think I did that when I played it. I wanna wake up in the city that doesn't sleep and bounce to find and this time I go all the way up for the F sharp minor, right? This is an F sharp minor, so is this, but this is also an F sharp minor. King of the Hill. I like the way it sounded when you go up there and then back down, so that's why I'm doing basically an E minor shape, what you might recognize as that, but it's up on the 4th fret. B7, top of the heap. These little town blues, and then the most of the rest of the verse is the same except the last line. So blues are melting away. Oh, sorry, are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it, just like before, in old New York. If I can make that 2 sharp G's down, right? So you can hear it solidly. Make it there, I'll make it anywhere, it's up to you. And again, from the E minor, I want to hear it going from here So I go from new, new. I know it's a weird formation of a F sharp minor. It normally would be like that, but I wanted to be able to hear that. New York, New York. Back to the beginning, but it's about to change. And that's the B sharp, that's the B flat. I'm gonna do this. It is much, much easier if you just do a normal B flat shape and do that. But I wanted, that's really where the melody is. I wanted that. So I left my pinky, I did the B flat shape, or the B flat, it starts out as an actual B flat, with my pinky down. So second position B flat, and that's it. You just leave it there and slide it. It was hard for me to do. I had to pay attention to squeezing hard enough to get this clean, but New York, New York. Possibly the hardest chord in the song. This is G diminished, second position or third position or whatever it is, I don't know. But so I'm making it kind of like an F sharp minor, except I stretch my finger out a little farther and drop my pinky, and I do the same bounce, pinky bounce. I wanna wake up. That's how I do my G sharp, bar the third fret, and then form it. In the city that never sleeps. And from that D sharp, I'm gonna bounce it. And find I'm a number one. Now here, again, this is the same shape as the F sharp minor, right? Except now it's a G minor. And the reason I want that shape, I want to be able to go, I want to be able to bounce around with it. So I've got the G minor, I'm going to bounce it down from there, and then I'm going to go up to the G sharp minor too. So I'm, hey, number one, top of the top of the list, right? King of the hill, hey, number one. Okay, now I'm doing 3 hard chords in a row. And you can do the easier version if you want. It would be like this. But then I don't hear that melody on the A string. That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear. Right? Sorry. That's what I wanted to hear. So that's what I was controlling with my pinky at the same time as I'm doing those chords. So it's a G minor, but it's a second position. And then a B flat. And then the G sharp. Those forms so that I could hear that melody. And fortunately for me, that segue, you can almost do those 3 chords as slow as you want and get them right because it's drama. Full story drama. These little town blues. And now I'm going to do something different. So I'm doing the same thing I did before, except up 1 fret, right? I'm melting away. And it's easy. You can slide up to the 8th fret and drop your hand there, and that's it. And it sounds cool and dramatic, like you got a whole orchestra behind you at it. Now I'm sliding back to the 3rd fret. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it. That's not an easy one, but you've already got most of the shape. Just drop your ring finger and you got that C minor. And then back to that G minor, that weird one. New York, New York. And fortunately for this one, you can pause that and it sounds good. New York. Right? You don't have to do it at the right time. You can wait and it just sounds like you're intending to do that for jazz. If I can make it there. Sorry? Make it there. I'm gonna make it anywhere. And then quickly, it's up to you, New York, New York. Same thing, New York. Different chord. And at this one, B add sharp 9. So all I'm doing, I've already got the G sharp rather, right? All I'm doing, I leave my pinky there, and I pick this finger up, and then I slide the others down 1 fret. And yeah, that is an uncomfortable chord. And a little flourish. New York. And that's it. That's the whole song. Okay, now I'm going to play slow motion through the entire song because there's actually not very much repetition. So if you want to follow along in slow motion, I'll be showing you my chord changing hand in close up. Here goes now. Slow motion. 5, 6, 7, and... Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in the city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in the city that never sleeps and find I'm a number 1, top of the list, king of the hill. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it. New York, New York. If I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York, New York. That's it. See you, bye.